scholars, and happy Thursday! Today I am again joined by Tamika, Hubert, Helena, Hector, and a sleepy Stinky. Finn, I'm sure, is around here somewhere. We'll see if he pops in. Today, let's get started with some enthusiasm, as always. Shabuya, get ready, shabuya, shabuya, Mattapan, shabuya, shabuya, Mattapan. We are achievers. Yeah, we love to read. Yeah, we do our best. Yeah, and we succeed. Roll call, shabuya, shabuya, Mattapan, shabuya, shabuya, Mattapan. Today, I cannot wait to get your help with something very special. More on that in just one moment. But first, let's start off with some shout outs. The first shout out is from Miss Blackney for her scholar, Erica. Erica has been growing her brain with chapter books. Erica has been challenging herself, growing her brain, and making sure she's not only getting ready for first grade, but maybe even second or third grade. Love hearing about that, Erica. Keep that up. Say way to go, Erica. Next shout out is from Miss Pearson, who has a special shout out for Solomon. Solomon has been practicing his sight words so that he knows them in a snap. He practices those words, reads them frequently, so they're saved up in his brain and he can read them in a snap anytime he's reading a book with Miss Pearson or his mom or his siblings. Makes me so proud of you, Sol. Say, keep it up, Solomon. Next shout out is from Mrs. Crow for Excel. Excel has been hungry for challenging math problems. Excel has literally spent hundreds of minutes on Freckle, growing her brain, practicing her math facts. That she is also, just like I announced yesterday for Joseph, a proud level 9. Say way to go, Excel. That hard work is paying off as you get ready for first grade. All right, scholars, give me a Me Too sign if your internet has ever had some issues. Sometimes the screen pops up or it says it's not loading. That's happened to me quite a few times. It can be annoying, right? Joel has had that happen to him, but he never gives up. So Miss Flaherty has a special shout out for him today. Joel does his best to give feedback to his teammates, to try hard during every conference, and to make sure he's doing his part to grow his brain using YouTube videos and Freckle work. He's really somebody his team can depend on. Say way to go, Joel. Next shout out is from second grade because Mick Skidmore has a shout out for Amari and Fisayo. Both scholars have been doing an exceptional job on Nearpod every single day. I am so impressed when I get to read their responses, always in paragraph form. That's going to show their third grade teachers that they are ready for a challenge. Love that. Say, keep it up, Wheelock. All right, scholars. Today, you get to show that you have power in so many different ways as we continue our ABC countdown to summer. Today, we celebrate 2 letters. The letter K for Kindness Day and the letter L for Letter Day. Come with me as we write a letter and spread some kindness and justice in our world. Come on! Welcome back, scholars. I'm so glad you're here because today I have a really special project for you and I to work on together. Today, you'll get to show your power. I'm wearing 4 different power bands because today the project we're gonna work on is gonna show that you have the power of writing, teamwork, self-determination, and respect. I'm excited. Are you ready? Today I have a few questions for you. First, I'm wearing this t-shirt. You've seen me wear it so many times at Brook Mattapan and here in my home. It says, Black Lives Matter. It's something I say often and I talk about a lot. Why do I wear this t-shirt? What do you think? Well, last week, during our ABC Countdown to Summer, on the day that we celebrated the letter C, Culture Day, do you remember that? I told you a core value my family believes in is justice. And I talked about how we think it's really important to fight for things that we know are right. I wear the Black Lives Matter t-shirt. And I talk about how Black Lives Matter with your teachers and my friends and family all the time because I believe in justice and my family believes in justice, just like your family does. What is justice? What do you think? Here's how I define justice. We achieve justice when people are treated fairly and everyone has power. We achieve justice when people are treated fairly and everyone has power. So, getting back to my first question, I wear the Black Lives Matter t-shirt and I talk about that with my family and my friends and our teachers at Brook Mattapan because unfortunately in our country, we know that Black people are often not treated with justice. Their power is taken away in ways that are not fair, not right, and not just. That fact is an injustice. An injustice. An injustice is when some people's lives are much harder for nothing that they've done wrong, but just because of their identity. And some people's lives are much easier for nothing that they've done in particular. At Brook Mattapan, we believe in justice. And fortunately, there are organizations in our community, right in our neighborhood, that believe and fight for justice to make our world a better place. Today, my idea was to write a letter on this letter day for our ABC Countdown for Summer, to write a letter to one of these organizations that are demanding justice for people in our community. Do you want to learn about one of the organizations that is helping to make our world a more just place right in our community? All right, let me tell you about the New England United for Justice. It is an organization that fights for justice in several ways. First, its members fight to make sure that every person in our community has access to safe housing, meaning that they have a place to live that is safe. That's really important. New England United for Justice also ensures that people in our community do not go hungry, that they have meals and that they're taken care of. When we have to be away from each other because of the coronavirus, they're making sure people in our community have access to masks so that they can keep themselves and their family members safe. New England United for Justice also ensures that when people go to work, they're safe and they're healthy. That's really important for our families and our parents. Finally, they make sure that people have internet so they can stay connected to their schools and their communities, even when it's not safe for us to be together in person. New England United for Justice also works to help change unfair laws that give power to some groups of people, but not others. We know that that would be an injustice. The New England United for Justice organization is a powerful organization. It is right in our community, right down the street from our school. And it works to make sure our Brook Mattapan families and families that are neighbors and our community members are treated with justice, treated fairly and given power. And so today, my idea is to write a letter to them, thanking them for everything they're doing for our community. Do you want to help me with this? Awesome. Now that you've learned a little bit about the New England United for Justice organization, what would you want to put in your letter to them? Today, I want to express my gratitude for an organization that's working to make sure the world's a better place, that all community members have power, and that people are treated fairly and with justice. That's what I'm going to write in my letter. I'll show you my letter in a moment so you can read it. I can't wait for your feedback. Okay, scholars, I finished my letter and I want your feedback. Ready to read it? I didn't draw any pictures today, although you could certainly do that. I wrote both on the front and the back. I know my first and second graders have written a lot of letters this year, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. This is what I wrote. First, I wrote today's date. It's May 28th, 2020. And then I wrote, Dear New England United for Justice. That's the organization we're writing to today. I wrote, thank you for working so hard to make Boston a better place for our community. You work to make sure everyone has power. Thank you for making sure people can have safe homes and jobs. I appreciate that you help fight against unfair laws that take away some people's power. My Brook Mattapan school team believes in justice just like you do. I use an exclamation point there. I want them to know we have some of the same core values as this organization. I signed my letter, love, Miss Walsh. I put a smiley face there. I'm hoping that I can stay connected. I also, before you got here, addressed my envelope. I put their address right here. I put my name and I put a stamp here. Right now, when I show you the next piece of paper, you can pause and write this down. Or you can have your family take a picture of the letter you write today and send it to me. I'll print off those pictures of your letters and send them in the mail to the New England United for Justice organization. Got it? If you're gonna send a letter in the mail like I am, you can address it this way. I put the name of the organization in orange, New England United for Justice. I wrote the street address in blue, 1845 or 1845 Dorchester Ave, Unit 1. That's right down the street from Brook and Mattapan. I wrote the city in purple. That's the same city many of us live in, Boston. I wrote the initials for our state in red. MA stands for Massachusetts. And I wrote the zip code, which will help the postal workers get this to them. That is 02124. It's the same zip code as our school. And I know many of you live in that zip code too. So again, if you want to pause the video and write this down, this is a good time. Or when you're done writing your letter today, you can send me a picture of it. I'll leave my number right here. You can send me a picture and I'll send it to the New England United for Justice organization for you. Does that sound good? Your job is to continue helping create justice in this world. That's both a kind thing to do and we can do it with a letter. So it's part of our ABC countdown to summer. You can do so by writing a letter to the New England United for Justice organization. Or if your family knows a different organization that's helping people in our community, you can write to that organization. I can't wait to see your letters. I am so eager to read them and to share them with the people that are working so hard to demand justice. What is justice again? When we demand justice, we are looking to make sure people are treated fairly and everyone has power. Go show your power. I can't wait to read your letter. Second grade scholars, if you'd like to write your letter on Nearpod instead, I'll leave a space on the next slide so you can write your letter there. I'll print those letters off and make sure New England United for Justice gets those. All right, scholars, I can't wait to read your letters that you'll create either to New England United for Justice or another organization or person who is fighting to make our world a better place and to make sure everyone is given the power they deserve. Today, don't forget to send me your pictures of your letters, and I'll include those as I mail those out to New England United for Justice. Got it? All right, scholars, instead of ending with a song and dance as we usually do, I wanted to give you an opportunity to see what your teammates have been up to as we all celebrate our ABC countdown to summer. Right now, I'm going to show you a clip of your friends celebrating Hat Day and Inside Out Day. Wait till the end because a couple of your teammates want to celebrate Joke Day with all of you. Say, hit it!
Sometimes I touch my knees to my chest and lean forward. That's just how I roll.
Why did the skeleton refuse to go to the dance? Because he had nobody to dance with. Get it?
I did a pig cross the road.
Why?
Because the chicken was on vacation.
Hello, everybody! It's Cameron's joke time. Today, we'll be giving you a special joke. What is a teacher's favorite candy? Oh, yeah. I want to... Nerds! Why is kids tired of Zoom? Because they tired of zooming around the time. Why did the actor say break a leg? Because he always has his cast. Why did the chicken go across the road? Because it has to get to KFC.